The Office of the United Nations Secretary General has rejected a request from the South African government to release the joint AU-UN envoy to Sudan's Darfur region.
The UN was asked to grant Ambassador Kingsley Mamabolo a leave of absence to serve as a special envoy tasked with briefing African countries on steps taken to combat acts of xenophobia in the country. SABC News is in possession of the letter sent to the South African government.
The letter, known as a note verbale or diplomatic communication seen by SABC News from the Executive Office of the Secretary-General, says a request from the government received on September 17th for a leave of absence for Mamabolo to allow him to undertake a national assignment could not be granted. The letter to the South African Permanent Mission to the UN says the request was turned down pursuant to the advice of the UN Ethics Office that pointed to the UN Charter and UN regulations that staff members shall not seek or receive instruction from any government or from any other authority external to the United Nations, and shall refrain from any action which might reflect on their position as international officials responsible only to the organization. The letter further pointed out that undertaking a period of leave of absence, staff members retain their status as international civil servants. When reached for comment in Sudan on September 15th, the day the presidency issued a statement naming Mamabolo among 3 envoys, and days before the government had actually made the request to the UN for his release, the special representative was unclear that permission had been granted, suggesting it would be a mistake to publish his name before receiving confirmation from the UN. That now appears to be exactly what happened. The presidency has not responded to requests for clarification. Sherwin Bryce-Pease, SABC News, New York.